My name is Laurie Chappell. I have been stitching for over 30 years. I learned in grade school and then got back into cross stitching when I discovered that my grandmother on my mom's side was stitching. Um, and it was neat to always see what she was working on and talking about the stitching itself. Um, I'm going to show maybe a project or two today, and then I have a little bit of haul. I want to also put out there a little bit about myself. I am married to my husband for almost 24 years now. We'll be together for 29 this October. Um, I consider myself very lucky in finding him. He has always put um, has always put my interests first, even when we were dating. He's such a sweet guy. I just am very lucky to have somebody that loves me so much. We do not have any kids, technically. We have two dogs. Um, One's a Chihuahua and Pomeranian mix, and then the other one is a Chihuahua. I'm surprised they're not in here with me right now, but at some point they will actually probably show themselves. Um, I live in Pennsylvania. I lived in Pennsylvania all my life. So I moved. I'm actually originally from Spokane County, but now I live near Allentown, and I lived here almost what it, yeah, all my married life basically. Um, so I love it here. Want to go back. Um, it's just so much more diversity and bigger area, and you have access to more things. Um, Wise, School County is a very depressed area. It's hard to find jobs, and it's just a whole different world than it is here. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. So I'd like to share my current what I'm working on, which is Plum Street Samplers Cinnamon Stars. I fell in love with this pattern when Priscilla and Chelsea showed it on one of their very early videos. And it took me a long time to actually get access to it. I was having a hard time finding it in the shops I was looking for in. And one of the shops that Strawberry Sampler it's now in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Sorry about my phone ringing. They actually ordered it because I was ordering another pattern from them, which at some point I will show. So it took me a few months before they were actually able to send it to me. So, because they were having it reprinted. So, like I said, again, this is Plum Street Samplers Cinnamon Stars, and I am an 80s stitcher. I've always been an 80s stitcher, and I don't think I will change that. It's just what I've become very comfortable with, and I've stitched on it from the very beginning. So it's going to be for me a really hard change for me to change from that. And luckily today we have a lot more options available for Ada. So, died and pregnant, all the things. I mean, basically, when I was first stitching you, you had your white, your tan, the beiges, and there might be some colors thrown in there, but that was basically really it that was available at that point. And it was basically, you had places like Ames, Hills, and um, department stores, Boscov's even, which are the two of those are gone. I mean, they went bankrupt basically. So, um, and Boscov's doesn't have that kind of stuff anymore. So, I mean, Michaels and places like that weren't available as much unless you went to Reading, Pennsylvania, or maybe even Allentown at that point. So, um, and I'm currently working on ripping out this side of the house here where the stonework is. Because I don't like how it shows up in the ecru color. So I'm ripping it out so I can redo it in white. So, and this is, if you haven't seen what it looks like, what the pattern looks like. I left it downstairs. Um, yeah, but it's been a very popular pattern for street chimples, and I do like a lot of their patterns. I'm into the wiener the wiener series. I have all of them. I finished two turkey sausage and the Halloweenies. I haven't worked on one of those in a year or two, so hopefully at some point I'll get back to those because I'd really like to have all those done. And we're gonna frame them all and then have them up all year round because we just like them. We had a Dotson Beagle who really meant a lot to us, and he's passed away now a few years. So yeah, but they're in remembrance of our Parker. So, and I always change the colors to match in the pattern. Okay, so I actually have a little bit of haul. Sunday was my birthday. Sorry. So been shopping a little bit for stitching. I was actually in Philly at a concert a couple weeks ago with one of my best friends, and she bought me this pattern. It's Let's Mingle and Jingle by designed by Ursula Michael and Imaginating. And as you will find out, I have a sweet spot for gnomes. I just think they're adorable. So that's one of the patterns that I not. And then the other two are have been on my wish list for a while. One of them is the Cricket Collection Playing with Jacks. I don't remember who I first saw on Flosstube with this pattern that I fell in love with it. But yes, this is, like I said, it's been on my wish list for a while. And these were bought at Ural Cross Stitching, which is in Bristol, Pennsylvania, near Philly. And then the other one is the Prairie Schooler Purpose Village. As you also will learn, I like patterns that have blocks of color. I'm not really a confetti oriented stitcher. I have done some patterns like that, but I enjoy the blocks of color more. It's just more me. I think they're fun. Some people might find them very boring, but I um I like them. Okay. I also bought 3 packages of beef, and these are for the center of a flower on a project that restarted in May. I'll show that in a minute here. I do not very good with French knots, so that's why I have those. I'd rather do the beads, in my opinion. And then the other two things I bought at your Euro Stitchery are is yellow 14 count Nita. I just love it. I just think it's so pretty. I'm not sure what I have a few ideas for this, but I'm not sure what on there yet. And then I have chalkboard, 14 count chalkboard, which is for a stitching with the house side topic. I'm not sure which one yet, but at some point. That's what I'm planning. Okay, and then we actually stopped at Stitches Unlimited on our way home from Philly. The next day, or no, I'm sorry, um, a week or so later, which is in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I picked up these two patterns. I have this Pennsylvania from Fred Milk, which I really like the horse and buggy on there, and the Pennsylvania beautiful items on there. And then I have all through the night. This is the Chilio's boyfriends. If you watch the Sunshine Stitchers, this is one of them. This is Harry. And again, my husband's name is Harry, so that's where the significance came from that. I hope to get the other two point at some point, but for right now, we have this one. Guess that's all I really have for as you see, I have a scarf on my right side of my neck. In May, I had a fusion done in my C5 and through C7 vertebrae. So I'm still technically recovering. I'm doing physical therapy and I'm getting better. But it's been a long process and I've been through a lot of pain and yeah, it's been going on for what trying to find out what was going on has been a long process. So hopefully this hopefully this is a this process of healing is good and I continue to get stronger and better stitching with I'm left-handed, so it's been very difficult because that's where the issue is on my left side. I had herniation, narrowing, and degeneration in my neck and those discs. So, but I'm starting. I have my good days and bad days, but I am getting better and getting stronger. I still have some issues, but we're working through it, and hopefully I can get back to working and um, enjoying life a lot more than what I have been for many years. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I think everybody in this community is amazing and such a heartfelt, grateful, and empathetic community that we have. which has grown so much in the last few years. And I'm so grateful to see that and hopeful that we can continue doing that also. So, I forgot to show the other project. This is the other project that I wanted the beads for. This was actually in a World of Cross Stitching magazine. And here's my restart. I had most of the flower done, but then I realized that my center wasn't really round. So I restarted it in the center of the flower. And that's what the beads are. Again, they're for the replace the French knots in this. So at some point I do actually hope to get back to this project. I have many more projects on the go than I'm used to right now, because with my neck and arm deteriorating, I was really having a hard time finding something that I was comfortable with. And I actually stress myself out with my stitching, which the reason I do it is because it relaxes me, and I just love seeing those little X's create some kind of picture or pattern, you know, at the end. So I don't really have a lot of finishes that are finished. Even with the many, I mean, years ago I stitched for a lot. I did a lot of stitching for gifts. Um, so, I mean, I don't really have too much to show in my house that I am a stitcher. We're getting there, but not a whole lot. So, I hope everyone has a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do, please let me know. And I don't know how often I'm going to do these videos at this moment, but this is a test to see how well this works and how well you guys like it. And we'll go from there. I hope like I said, I hope everyone has a great day and enjoy your stitching.